Make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Hey, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a straight. Make it rain just to let you know. Yeah, you cannot see me, the windows is tinted. Yeah, driving around right in that Bentley. Hey, you driving around right in that Bentley. Hey, but your shit, it just be rented. Hey, but that is not a
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Chiefs are top 10 in converting third down opportunities, and they'll be up against the Raiders defense looking to knock that conversion rate down.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Dennis, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. First down. Dennis throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tyreek Hill set to return it. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Here we go. 319. 319. Over.
Now here's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 39.
To throw on 2nd down. Dennis, flush to his right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go now.
They'll run with Foreman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Black 99, Willie, here we go.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And some room to work. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Mahomes will try again on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now.
On first down, Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes to throw once more. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Malik McDowell. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 2nd down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw. Dennis looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Charles. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Mahomes now on 1st down. On target over the middle to Hill. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill on the return. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 96 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Looking to throw. Dennis. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 15-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Dennis. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. Operating from the gun, Dennis. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 23. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, but now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff working right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st and 10, Dennis throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Foreman. And some space here. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go!
From the gun, Dennis. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Foreman. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Second down following the run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dennis. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. People tell me from my haters, just say me